All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get started with Excellence in Education. We're going to go ahead and get this ceremony started. Good evening and welcome to the 2021-2022 Excellence in Education ceremony. Before we get started with the celebration this evening, let's begin with the National Anthem and Pledge of Allegiance. Here to lead us in the National Anthem are Westmore students Nathan and Sarah. Immediately following the National Anthem, the current Westmore Senior Class President Blake Lynn will lead us in a Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming,
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Just take that one back there. Turn it on.
Once again, welcome to the Excellence in Education ceremony for 2022. As the Executive Director of the Moore Public Schools Foundation, I've had the great honor of working with the Moore Public Schools leadership team in preparing for this evening, and we're so excited to celebrate each of these professionals, volunteers, teachers, and everybody else this evening. As an alumni of this district, I have a deep respect for each of the individuals being honored here this evening. These awards and recognitions will never be enough to say thank you to those sitting in the front row this evening. We're honored to be able to host this evening celebrating the best of the best across Moore Public Schools. These individuals have been hand-selected by their peers and their site administrators as going above and beyond in all of their job duties, all for the students and those students' futures. Before we go any further, let's take a second to give a round of applause to all of those being honored this evening. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. We have many elected officials as guests this evening. We have Jenny Statler as a school board member. We have Aaron Morrison as a school board member. We have Senator Darrell Weaver in attendance this evening. Did I miss anybody else? I believe I caught everybody else. Okay, thank you to those elected officials that continue to make our district and an evening like this celebration a priority. For those of you that have never been introduced to the foundation before, I want to give you just a couple minutes of an update on where we are and what the foundation is. Our mission is to enhance, enrich, and expand the educational experiences of Moore Public School students. We do this primarily through teacher and principal resource grants. In the fall, we host an annual event that the majority of the funds raised from that annual event go to teacher resource grants. These grants are incredibly powerful and do some awesome things right here in our school district. Most of the time, each one of our grant cycles have an effect on upwards of 10,000 students that first year alone. Additionally, each spring, we host an annual cornhole tournament named the Cornhole Classic. These funds are all used for principal grants with the hope of having an impact on students at the entire site. The Cornhole Classic is coming up on April 30th, and we're currently finalizing our sponsorships and teams. If you're interested in or want more information about that tournament, please check out our website at mooreschoolsfoundation.org. On top of our teacher and principal grants, we're adding new programming to the foundation this year. In just a few months, we will be actively fundraising for a capital campaign to help combat students suffering from homelessness right here in our own school district. If you didn't know, we have at least 75 students that are considered homeless and 38 students that don't even have a parent involved. They're unaccompanied, sleeping somewhere tonight without a parent. The plan is to build these students a community of 20 individual apartment-style housings and to work with Bridges, Inc. of Norman to provide housing for these kids that are going through something that most of us can never even imagine. This project, and the reason I wanted to bring this up, this project was a direct beneficiary of the More Love 2022 campaign. The students and staff across Moore Public Schools raised over $348,000 this year. Ooh, I get goosebumps and almost cry every time. The students and staff did some incredible work. We've raised more money than we ever did this year, and the foundation and Bridges are so excited to show you something really powerful that we're going to do with that money. So thank you to the district and the students that did so much hard work. We consider ourselves a partner of the school district, and we're here every step of the way. If you'd like to work with the organization at all, we'd love to have you. And check out our website, follow social media for more updates. But that's enough from me. That's enough about the foundation. We're here to celebrate everybody else this evening. Before we get started, I want to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Robert Romines, for just a few remarks as well.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for being here tonight to help us celebrate some of the best employees and volunteers of Moore Public Schools. I'm honored to be here tonight to celebrate our 2022 Teacher of the Year nominees, our Educational Support Professionals of the Year from each site level, and of course the Teachers of the Year at each site level, and last but not least, our amazing Patrons of the Year. We know that Moore Public Schools is one of the strongest districts in the state, but we cannot claim that title without the dedication and the hard work of our incredible support staff, teachers, administrators, and our patrons. Thank you, Westmore High School, for hosting our Excellence in Education banquet this year, and thank you to our sponsors also this evening. Finally, my many thanks and appreciation to each of you for being here tonight to help us celebrate and recognize some of our most outstanding employees. With that, I'll turn it back over to Clayton for the awards program. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Romines, for all that you do for our district. The leadership team, the vast majority of the leadership team is here this evening, so cannot thank each of them for being here this evening to help us celebrate these individuals. For each award presented tonight, our local elected official has an official citation for their accomplishments. In attendance to help with these citations is Senator Darrell Weaver. This is an annual tradition for Senator Weaver, and we're so thankful for him to make this evening a priority. We in education know that our goals cannot be accomplished by our teachers, principals, and support staff alone. In order to help guarantee that we're able to provide a well-rounded education for each of our students, countless volunteer hours are made by numerous members of our community. These community volunteers hold a special place in our hearts, and for their acts of service, we are forever grateful. We would like to kick off this evening's celebrations with our volunteers first. Each of our schools have selected their Patron of the Year, and tonight we would like to offer them just a small token of our appreciation. Patrons of the Year, will you please begin lining up on the right side of the auditorium? Here to read these awards to these individuals is our Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Education, Michelle McNear, and our Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, Mr. David Peak.
For our Patron Awards, Apple Creek Elementary, Sarah Butler. Briarwood Elementary, Jennifer Brammer. Broadmoor Elementary, Tasha Enix. Bryant Elementary, Amber Bartell. Central Elementary, Pastor Jermaine Vaughn and Elevate Church.
Early Wine Elementary, Tricia McGuire. Eastlake Elementary, Cherie Atkinson. Fairview Elementary, Sherry McClendon. Fisher Elementary, Cherie Bedford. Heritage Trails Elementary, Natalie Baker.
Houchin Elementary, Crossroads Church. Kelly Elementary, Samantha Burton. Kingsgate Elementary, Carolyn C.J. West. Northmore Elementary, Libby Lee. Oak Ridge Elementary, Julie Smith.
Plaza Towers Elementary, Catherine Law. Red Oak Elementary, Courtney Fincher. Santa Fe Elementary, Amber James. Sky Ranch Elementary, Ann Morales. Sooner Elementary, Cheryl Anders.
South Lake Elementary, Karen Moore. Well, that's cool. You don't hear that every year. Southgate Elementary, Aaron Gibson. Timber Creek Elementary, Mallory Birkinshaw. Wayland Bonds Elementary, Danielle Goodrich. Winding Creek Elementary, Kristen Bolding.
Brink Junior High, Jonathan and Brittany Kramer. Central Junior High, Tierney McDonald. Highland East Junior High, Julie Gardner. Highland West Junior High, Kelly Cottrell. Moore West Junior High, Kathy Adams.
Southridge Junior High, Sabrina Fish. Moore High School, Aaron Morrison. Southmore High School, Jeff Presky. Westmore High School, Mary Foster. And Vista Academy's John Fitzgerald.
One final thank you to all of our volunteers and those being honored as our patrons of the year. Truly incredible, truly incredible. Next up, we honor our educational support professionals of the year. Support professionals are the behind-the-scenes heroes in every school building. The dedication and hard work from these individuals keeps everything running as smoothly as it can, and when it doesn't run smoothly, they're going to be there too. Like most making a career out of working in a school district, it's much more than just a job to these people. Here to tell a little bit more about educational support professionals and to narrate this award is Wilma Bunting.
Guess I'll get over here so I can. I'm shorter than you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Wilma Bunting, and I'm proud to be an educational support professional. You may ask yourself, why am I proud to be an educational support professional? Let me tell you why. They play an important part in education, on the educational team and the lives of the students, both inside and outside the classroom. They keep the schools running and our students safe, healthy, and ready to learn every day. Educational support professionals have a variety of titles, such as clerical staff, custodial, maintenance staff, health and student services, food services, paraprofessionals, security, skilled labor, technical or transportation, and that's not all of them. That's why I am proud to be a support professional. This evening, recognition goes to a few of our outstanding ESPs, as we're called. They have showed and demonstrated dedication and commitment to ensure success of their schools and their fellow staff members and to the students that they serve. You have become a beacon of hope and a leader to every life you've touched. We, as a school district, as well as each of our sites, could not function to the fullest without your awesomeness. Thank you so much. Now I will read the names of our, okay. If all of our support staff, education support members would line up to my left, to your right. Apple Creek Elementary, Autumn Gajewski. Briarwood Elementary, Maria Segovia. Broadmoor Elementary, John Duncan. Turn it down. Slow it down. Okay. Central Elementary, Michelle Serta. No, that was Central. You want Bryant? Oh, I'm sorry. Bryant Elementary, Stephanie Stanfield. Early Wine Elementary, Leanne Weigel. Eastlake Elementary, Jennifer Swab. Fairview Elementary, Jill Wilson. Fisher Elementary, Jill Wilson. Oh, I'm sorry. Fisher Elementary, Melissa Boyd. Heritage Trails Elementary, Nancy Resendez. Houchin Elementary, Helga Brumley. Kelly Elementary, Tracy Wolf. Kingsgate Elementary, Sandra Margaris. Northmore Elementary, Sheila Robinson. Oak Ridge Elementary, Felicia Stoker. Plaza Towers Elementary, Nikki Willis. Red Oak Elementary, Nasil Al-Adhami. Santa Fe Elementary, Susan Dozal. Sky Ranch Elementary, Pamela Buchanan. Sooner Elementary, Cynthia Andes. South Lake Elementary, Crystal Dickinson. Southgate Elementary, Amanda Beaver. Timber Creek Elementary, Shanda Sharum. Wayland Bonds Elementary, Teresa Cause. Winding Creek Elementary, Mikhail Littlefield. Brink Junior High, Monica Velez. Central Junior High, Teresa Assel. Highland East Junior High, Kayla Hayden. Highland West Junior High, Jasmine Hadley. Mora West Junior High, LaDonna Cobb. Southridge Junior High, Paula Gonzalez. Moore High School, Alma Wilkins. Southmore High School, Anita Kuchera. Westmore High School, Dahlia Trevino. Vista Academy's Jessica Gillion. Administration Services Center, Jessica Deck. Child Nutrition Department, Amanda Belden. Maintenance Department, Kimberly Moore. Technology Department, Kenny Sifford. There's nobody else. Now it's time to introduce our Moore Public School Educational Support Professional of the Year. Once each site has named their educational support professionals, the site winner is invited to apply for the District ESP of the Year. It is a two-part process based on why they believe they deserve their overall award and in what ways they are volunteering in their community. Once their story is completed, it is sent to a panel of their peers to evaluate each one. The Moore Public Schools 2022 ESP of the Year will then compete with all the state school districts for Oklahoma's ESP of the Year. We are proud to announce that this year's Moore Public School Educational Support Professional of the Year is Crystal Dickinson. We have prepared a short video to celebrate Crystal. After the video, Crystal, please join us on stage to receive your award.
My name is Crystal Dickinson. I have been here since the fall of 2019. So I've been a nurse for 14 years now. I actually started out in the military. I was an Army nurse stationed at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. I truly enjoy coming in each day and seeing the kids that I have an opportunity to grow a relationship with, whether that's giving them medications or monitoring things like diabetes or tube feedings or just the myriad of things that they're here for. I think my favorite part of being here is being able to be that bright light for some of the kids coming in to see me. They get injured on the playground and they don't know what to do, and they come down here, and it may be as simple as a bag of ice, or maybe not. Maybe we're giving mom or dad a phone call and letting them know what happened. It's comforting when I'm here in the building and there's a student that's just not feeling well, that they can come down and be checked out. And if it happens to be that they need to go home, I'm here to be able to guide the family on what to do next. I would hope that, like with any health office visit, that the children that come to see me can feel comfort, whether that's just the opportunity to be able to talk about something that's bothering them, or bandaging them up with a little Band-Aid, or giving them a mint. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. Other times it's a little bit more. But being able to come in here and being able to talk about what's going on, I really hope that they leave with a sense of, hey, I'm gonna be okay. This year I asked Ms. Swindler if we could start a military kids club here at Southlake. I really felt like we needed to provide a space for children who are going through some of those very unique life experiences that really only military kids know. We meet once a month on the first Wednesday of the month, and we go over a character trait, we do an activity, we do have parents that deploy, so to be a support system for those students, whether they're in kindergarten all the way up to 6th grade, is really something that's beneficial to not only the student, but the parents that are going through that, knowing that they have a support system here at Southlake. It felt really good to be recognized for all of the stuff that we've had to do over the last 2 years. Like, out of 35 schools, I just can't imagine that they would have picked the school nurse, but definitely humbled by it and thankful that I was chosen to represent Moore Public Schools. My name is Crystal Dickinson.
Let's both, yeah? Okay.
You're good? Good? Yep. You want Once again, congratulations to each of our support professionals of the year and to Crystal Dickinson for her overall award. Next, we have the Site Levels Teachers of the Year Awards. This year, each Site Level Teacher of the Year will be receiving a plaque for their accomplishments, along with a commutation from Senator Weaver. Here to introduce the Site Levels Teachers of the Year is the Teacher of the Year Chairperson, Mr. David Burton. Mr. Burton has played a pivotal role in the Moore Public Schools Teacher of the Year process since the year 2016. In addition to his position with the district and this committee, Mr. Burton also serves as a Grants Committee Chair on the Moore Public Schools Foundation Board. Please join me in welcoming the one and only Mr. David Burton.
William Arthur Ward, a prominent writer for Reader's Digest, once commented, "The mediocre teacher tells. The good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, but the great teacher inspires." Moore Public Schools is proud of its vast array of inspirational teachers. As we take these next few moments to honor our Teachers of the Year from each of our schools, we are also recognizing every single one of our teachers in all of our buildings, all of our inspirational educators. In September of each school year, our 35 schools select their annual Site Teacher of the Year. At this time, we would like to recognize each of these Teachers of the Year with a plaque honoring their accomplishments. So teachers, you can go ahead and begin lining up. Apple Creek Elementary, Kara Cummings.
That's precious.
Briarwood Elementary, Junae Stafford. Broadmoor Elementary, Alicia Wilson. Bryant Elementary, Jennifer Reeves. Central Elementary, Brittany Serta. Early Wine Elementary, Mackenzie Benavides. Eastlake Elementary, Shelby Webb. Fairview Elementary, Lauren Steverson. Fisher Elementary, Emily Frere. Heritage Trails Elementary, Ashley Wright. Houchin Elementary, Natalie Campbell. Kelly Elementary, Jane Salzman. Kingsgate Elementary, Kaylee Gonzalez. Northmore Elementary, Crystal Green. Oak Ridge Elementary, Kelly Guanera. Plaza Towers Elementary, Linda Sullivan. Red Oak Elementary, Lisa McAllister. Santa Fe Elementary, Allie Morton. Sky Ranch Elementary, Angela Martinez. Sooner Elementary, Carissa French. Southlake Elementary, Mindy Cowley. Southgate Elementary, Amy Thompson. Timber Creek Elementary, Marty Minnie. Wayland Bonds Elementary, Kristen Lassiter. Winding Creek Elementary, Bobby Arrington. Brink Junior High, Philip Revelinsky. Central Junior High, Jenny Walker. Highland East Junior High, Shelley Hankins. Highland West Junior High, Terry Chancellor. Moore West Junior High, Amy Branch. Southridge Junior High, Daniel Woods. Moore High School, Melissa Wilson. Southmore High School, Alana Whiteford. Westmore High School, Rachel Cerny. And Vista Academies, Cindy Farquhar. Congratulations again to each of our 35 Teachers of the Year. In October, each site-level Teacher of the Year is invited to apply for consideration to be named as Moore's District Teacher of the Year. The application for Moore's District Teacher of the Year is in complete alignment with the applications for both the State of Oklahoma's Teacher of the Year program and the National Teacher of the Year program. We invite the winners from each school to complete approximately half of that application. In early December, the teacher members of our district's Professional Development Committee then scores those applications. And just prior to the conclusion of the first semester, the 5 finalists for District Teacher of the Year are announced. To introduce you to each of these 5 amazing teachers, our educational technology team has produced a wonderful video that showcases each of them in their natural settings in their classrooms. So at this time, please turn your attention to the screen.
My name is Mindy Cowley, and I teach 3rd grade at South Lake Elementary, and this is my 19th year of teaching. I have known since I was a little girl that I wanted to be a teacher. So I was that kid that would line up all my baby dolls and my stuffed animals, and I would play school. And once I was in the classroom, it was kind of one of those things, I knew that's where I was supposed to be all along. So there was kind of no question after that. One thing for me, I am always learning something. You know, even just last year, going through the letters program, that's one thing that this year I've been, I need to try and put this in, and I need to try and do that. And that's something that I want to instill in my kids as well, to be lifelong learners. You know, you cannot be static in your education or just in your living. And so push yourself to be the best that you can be. Don't settle for mediocrity. And that's one thing I know some of my students would prefer if I would settle for mediocrity with them occasionally, but I don't. I expect the very best of them, and they rise to that occasion. And so I think if I want my students to do that, I need to do that as a teacher as well. That's something that I'm always striving to learn something new, to try something new, to do something new, and to share that with my colleagues, to share that with the parents, and let them be a part of the classroom as well.
So up to this point in 3rd grade, we have talked all about whole numbers.
My goals in the classroom, like I said, were to give my kids a love of learning, but also to give them a love of reading. That is kind of my forte. That's what my national boards is in literacy. And so many kids come with those struggles in reading, and I want them to read for the love of reading, you know. In the classroom, I love to be very interactive. You know, kids learn through play, and so if I can make it into a game, I will do that because they think that's fun and they don't realize that they're learning. It's not as much work for them in the whole learning process. So we do lots of things with manipulatives, lots of hands-on activities, and working together, doing that peer grouping and learning how to be a partner, learning how to interact with each other as well. I don't personally have children, and so they're my babies. They're my kids, and just getting to know them personally and be an important part in their life. I like getting to work with them in all the different subjects and just kind of be there for them. It's an honor to be chosen. It's humbling to think that people do recognize that.
My name is Roblinski, and I teach 8th grade honors reading and 8th grade regular reading, and I've taught for 16 years in Florida, and this is my 3rd year at Brink Junior High with the Moore Public School System. I became a teacher because when I was going through elementary and high school, I was kind of the forgotten student. I was an average student. No one pushed me. None of my teachers pushed me. They just let me get away with whatever, and when I graduated from high school, I thought, there's got to be a better way. I became a voice for the students who are quiet, reserved in class, don't raise their hand, and I wanted to make sure they were involved in all aspects of the classroom. The best part of a normal school day for me is when I get up in the morning and I come to school, except on the mornings that I have morning duty. So I come in with a smile every day except those 2 days, and I just love to be here at Brink Junior High, and I love to be with my students, and the students are what makes it fun. I just go home happy, and my wife can attest to that. My classroom is a student-led classroom, and what I do is at the beginning of the year, I teach routines, procedures, and expectations. And I have students leave the classroom as I want them to be engaged, and I also want them to have self-confidence, and it gives them the experience to maybe walk out of my classroom wanting to go lead, be a leader, be someone in management, or even be a teacher. So what we have at Brink Junior High are student success cards, and by mailing the parents postcards telling them how wonderful their student or child is, and that gets a lot of positive reinforcement and attention. Building relationships with students, teachers, parents, administration is utmost vital importance for you to succeed in the classroom. And I want them to come to my class with a smile. I want them to leave with a smile. Therefore, I'm going to build relationships with them. I'm going to find out what sports they like, what music they like, and bring that into a lesson. And then they feel more involved, which also gets them to be more engaged in my classroom. And I think the students see that my enthusiasm really carries through the class about how excited I am to be at Moore Public Schools. And when I saw the email showing that I was one of the 3 recipients, I was awestruck because at Brink Junior High, every single teacher here is a Teacher of the Year. They have that caliber. So I was overwhelmed that they would recognize me as Teacher of the Year because of all the hard work all teachers do, but to be recognized by your peers was just truly amazing.
My name is Jenny Walker, and I'm a 7th and 8th grade reading teacher here at Central Junior High. I have always known that I wanted to be a school teacher. Ever since I was a little girl and would play school, I was always the teacher. I know that that is a privilege to have such a distinct calling at a young age. I've never taken that for granted. I never knew what I wanted to teach or what age I wanted to teach until I was in high school. And I had some of the most amazing English teachers at Midwest City High School, and they just kind of made the literature come alive, and the writing just was so in-depth that I knew that that's the direction I wanted to go. When my students leave my classroom, I hope that they can look back at a year and realize that it's been full of fun and enjoyment, but also learning and respect. My number one goal is just to make sure they are prepared and ready to move on and go to the next grade level. We started a new program here in Moore with the junior highs where our kids have the opportunity to go back to some of the basics with reading. We just started off with a lot of dancing and games and fun, and they stepped up. That was the most amazing thing. We didn't know if junior high kids would do this, and they really have. It's been pretty amazing this year. So through that, by building a lot up front with the kids in August and having a lot of fun with them, as we started getting into more complicated concepts of the program, they've really started to learn and grow as readers, and that's the most important part of my approach to teaching class. My students are really engaged with this program. Nobody can really slip through the cracks or hide or not be engaged because it's lots of movement. The students will be using whiteboards to practice their answers. Because I've made a safe space for the students in class, they're not scared to show their work. After they use the whiteboards, we head to the chalkboard and get our answers on the chalkboard, and they know if they get something wrong, it is okay. Nobody's going to say anything because probably somebody else might have gotten it wrong, and so we're just going to work through it and come up with the correct answers. And then every day we do independent reading. That is one of the most important things. That is something else I do want my kids to take away from this classroom, is that they can find connections in books and go to places they'll never get to go, and find just coping mechanisms. It's all about student choice, about them getting to pick the books that they want to read that help just in any way that they can with their own personal lives. Our kids come with a lot of difficult situations, and books can be their escape. So not very often will we give up that independent reading time for them just to get a pillow, get comfortable, and let it take them to another place. It is such an honor, of course, to be nominated for Teacher of the Year. But more than anything, it has made me feel valued. And that is something that everybody should have the opportunity to feel like in their career. I wish we could give it to everybody.
My name is Alana Whiteford. I teach at Southmore High School. I've been teaching for 5 years, all at Southmore, and I teach social studies, AP US History, ethnic studies, and general US History. I became a teacher because I loved how my teachers made me feel. That was where I felt happiest. Mind you, I've wanted to be a teacher since 5th grade, so when I thought about being a teacher, I thought about making people feel loved and happy, and I wanted to create that in my own classroom. I wanted to make other people feel loved and happy and seen and supported. My teaching approach is relationship first. Every single thing I do in the classroom goes back to relationships. There is no way I could get a 16-year-old excited about reading the Constitution or reading documents from the 1400s if they didn't care about being in my classroom. Every day when I walk in these doors, I think I have the ability to make a change and make a difference for these students. And while history can support that goal, I think it starts with me. And I think it starts with me loving them and seeing them as more than just my students or someone I'm grading or assessing. It comes from me seeing them as people who deserve to have the knowledge to be active, engaged citizens in the future. So that's where it all starts. With that being said, my teaching goals are creating citizens who want change for the future. Someone who looks at our history and says, we can do better, and look at some of the great things we have done. Like, let's take the wonderful parts of the Constitution and let's apply that to all people. Teaching, at the end of the day, I don't remember some of the things my teachers taught me. Like, I think back to elementary school, I remember how they made me feel. Sure, I can do math because of my second grade teacher, but I think I remember the way I felt more. So I want my students to feel that same way. And at the end of the day, I also want my students to take that and apply it to society. I feel really close to Moore Public Schools. So I went to Moore Public Schools since kindergarten. I am a graduate of Moore High School. Getting hired in MPS was almost like a homecoming, if you will. Like, it felt like I was coming home. The same teachers that made me feel loved and supported, the same teachers that made me want to be a teacher were here. And being in Moore Public Schools meant being around all of that excellence and being a piece of it. So being named as a district finalist is huge to me. Honestly, it was overwhelming in the best way possible because it felt like all of those years I've spent in Moore Public Schools classrooms, which again is most of my life, has come to this really beautiful conclusion, being named as a district finalist.
Ashley Wright. I teach elementary music at Heritage Trails Elementary in Moore. So I'm gonna steal a quote from a friend of mine. She adopted the saying, compassion over curriculum. I want my students to feel safe. I want my classroom to be a safe place. Not only do I want them to feel like this is a safe place, but I also want them to know that they're valued and that they have worth. I want every student to be seen and fully accepted, even without me knowing them in a deep way. I want them to leave my classroom, not just learning music, but learning that them as an individual, they're worthy of everything that we have to offer to them as students. I'm a kinesthetic learner, and so that's how I tend to teach. I try to connect what the students are interested in to music. If they can make that personal connection, it's gonna stick with them longer. And so we do hands-on activities that keep them moving, that cuts down on behavior problems, but also excites them and gets them excited to come to music. And so whether it's playing instruments, whether it's doing a project on a musical that they've asked me about, whether it's a YouTube project, or playing boom whackers where they get to hit stuff and make music, or I have my crash cans, which we call our headless ladies and gentlemen. I mean, there's all these different kinds of things that we get to do together, and it just really helps if they're moving, and because that's how I learn. And so I really, really like the hands-on approach. When we study the science of sound, we do a lot of different things that I call music experiments. So we look and see how sound waves from a subwoofer, which the students always think that's a funny word, so we learn about different speakers, but we look at how the sound waves affect different materials. We start with water, and they get to see the vibrations, and then they get to feel the vibrations in the water. We talk about amplitude, and we talk about how energy is coming from the sound waves. And so it really brings science and music together in a way that they can understand. And it's not just music is singing. Music is also science and math and all these other things. It's very hard for me to accept praise certain times because I know that I'm not the only hard worker. There are a lot of things that other people do that take just as much time that people don't see. You know, teachers are working here after hours just like I am, and they're putting in just as much work, and still yet they chose to honor me with this, and it's incredibly humbling. And I just am truly blessed that someone would think of me to give me that honor. It's incredibly humbling.
Again, thank you to our educational technology team for producing this video. Now, let me invite each of our finalists to join me on the stage Just like in the audience, you had an assigned seat. See, I'm a former teacher. I love assigned seats. You also have assigned seats up here on the stage. Mindy Cowley from Southlake Elementary. Philip Roblinski from Brink Junior High. Jenny Walker from Central Junior High. Alana Whiteford from Southmore High School. And Ashley Wright from Heritage Trails Elementary. I would like to share a little bit about the baskets that you see sitting on the stage. And each year, the word basket is kind of a fluid term. We call them baskets. Some years they've been wagons, some year they've been large watering cans, this year they're crates. So we're very fluid with the word basket. But these baskets have been put together by members of the Moore Public Schools Foundation Board. And we want to say a special thank you to Tracy Jackson and Custom Plumbing by Chris for helping to get everything organized and packaged together for you all. After the 5 finalists for District Teacher of the Year had been selected, and we make the big announcement visiting each of their classrooms in December, they are then asked to finish the remainder of our application process. In March, they turn in these completed applications, and again, the teacher members of our District Professional Development Committee score the applications. And so now is the time for us to announce our overall winner for Moore District Teacher of the Year. It has become our tradition to have our outgoing District Teacher of the Year to join us and share a few thoughts and then to announce our new winner. So please welcome to the stage our 2020-2021 Moore Public Schools Teacher of the Year, Ms. Courtney Taraba from Vista Academies.
Hi. I brought a friend so I didn't fall on the stage. Amazing. I am truly honored. I was honored to be your District Teacher of the Year, and I have sat there. Ooh, it's nerve-wracking, isn't it? I want to say what an amazing job we do in education. I look at all the things that we do day to day, the incredible lessons that we teach, and sometimes there are kids that just don't get it. And that's really frustrating. But I think most of us would say that the really important things that we teach are not found on any curricular guide. So try again tomorrow. Yeah, my friend, that's a big one for us. Didn't get it, that's okay, right? Sometimes it's Thursday. Let's try again tomorrow, right? And that's an incredibly powerful lesson to teach that kids can carry through their whole lives. I encourage you, keep doing what you're doing. It's obviously working. It's amazing. One of the things I really want to encourage all of our leaders to do is to speak up. Remember that every time somebody talks to you and says, "Oh, you won Teacher of the Year," and you get a lot of reactions in education. Sometimes you get, "Oh, bless your heart. Are you tired?" I am, friend, right? So oh, I could never do that. Bless your heart. We get a lot of that. But remember that every conversation is an invitation. It's an invitation to discuss and to talk and to invite people into what it is that we do. So remember to take that opportunity. Hello, are you ready for the big, what are you doing behind me? Gosh only knows. Let me see, I'm checking my little thing. Oh, and now, the 2021-2022 Moore Public Schools Teacher of the Year, Alana Whiteford.
Hi, everyone. They did not tell me, by the way, that I was going to be given the microphone. They gave none of us warning. So if I seem nervous, that is why. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, everyone who is a part of this, thank you so much. Teaching to me is really about loving my students, and at the end of the day, school is where I have felt most loved. Since kindergarten, school was where I felt like I could come alive and be myself. So to receive this honor from this district means the absolute world to me, and I'm so grateful for everyone who is a part of it, so thank you so much.
Once again, congratulations, Alana, on this huge accomplishment. In addition to representing Moore Public Schools as our District Teacher of the Year and going on to compete at the state level, Ms. Whiteford will also be invited to serve as an ex officio board member at the foundation, and we cannot wait to have you. We have a few special presentations this evening to honor our brand new District Teacher of the Year. First is my friend Jeff Groves from Armstrong Bank. Armstrong is a long-standing supporter of both the foundation, the district, and especially this event. They support us in so many ways, and Jeff is so excited to be here with us this evening. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Groves.
Thank you, Clayton. Good evening. My name is Jeff Groves, and I'm the Oklahoma City Market President for Armstrong Bank, just located north of Southwest 119th and Western. It's a pleasure to be here this evening and celebrating all the great things happening in Moore Public Schools. I am a proud Westmore graduate. I won't tell you what year because it's depressing. And my mother's a retired school teacher who taught in Moore for over 20 years. So needless to say, I'm passionate about education and passionate about more schools. Education and community are central to what we do at Armstrong Bank. It's a pleasure to be here tonight, and we're so incredibly proud to present a $1,000 professional development grant to this year's District Teacher of the Year.
Thank you, Jeff and Armstrong Bank. One other special presentation before we conclude. Over the last year, there's been an emerging donor in Moore Public Schools in our community. What started out as a major gift to More Love has quickly become a blooming partnership with David Stanley Chevrolet. In addition to More Love, they're here this evening to present some things. They're also signing up to do some really special initiatives as we enter into scholarship season and some other initiatives. Be on the lookout for some really great things that David Stanley is about to announce with our students. This evening, David Stanley has graciously made a donation to each of our 5 finalists. David Stanley will be giving each of our finalists a $250 check for their accomplishment, and they will be giving Alana a $500 check as a District Teacher of the Year. Actually, I lied. I have one more presentation. The foundation partners with classrooms and schools across the district every single school year, and our mission is to extend beyond just grant making. Each year at Excellence in Education, my board of directors makes this event and these finalists a priority in recognizing that they have gone above and beyond. It is my great honor to recognize Mindy, Philip, Jenny, Alana, and Ashley for their great accomplishments as the district finalist with a $500 check on behalf of the Moore Public Schools Foundation. Yeah. And then we take it one step further, and we will be giving Alana an additional $500 in honor of her becoming the District Teacher of the Year. So, as you can tell, there are a lot of people that support this event. There are a lot of people that are very passionate about our finalists, our Teachers of the Year, our Support Professionals of the Year. One final time, let's give it up for everybody that we were here to honor tonight. You all, we have the opportunity to live, attend school, and work in what I believe is the best district in the state of Oklahoma and our country. I truly believe that Moore Public Schools is the greatest, and it's so great to take an evening to celebrate all of the great things in Moore Public Schools. Thank you all for making this evening a priority and being here and being such a great, fun crowd. You guys are dismissed.